Hello, hello. Let's see, is this working? This is good. Let's see. That's the wrong one. Okay. Okay, we should be good. Yo, what up, Namida? Moshi Moshi indeed. Moshi Moshi, can you hear me? Because I had to change the settings again when I was recording the videos, as usual. So, just making sure that everything is audible. I believe the audio should be good now. All good? Nice. How's your day, by the way? Do you play any football today? Or maybe not yet. Yo, what up, Kazoma? Nice seeing you again as well. Let's see. I mean, let's begin with some, I guess, random encounters, since I haven't done them all yet. I've only done the ones that I'm planning on either making videos or already have a video planned on it. Reset finished, nearly 2 a.m. You were up until then. Jeez. That was long. Well, at least it wasn't 100 hours like we predicted, right? Because it was going at a 1% rate per hour, wasn't it? Hello. It's really dark. Is anyone here? So Noir is going to that bar, isn't she? Okay. Pet boss, is that you? Wait a moment. Wait. Okay, so she bumped. Okay, she didn't bump into us, she bumped into Soda. Okay, that's a good start. That expression as well. Lovely lady loves. Sarah wasn't paying attention. Couldn't see her because it's so dark. What are you doing here, Soda? Also, they do know each other. Okay. Club owner had me come in to clean. Apparently, they're putting a really cool show later tonight. Okay, so maybe Noir's show is that really cool show that she's talking about. Also, Jesus Christ, the height difference is noticeable between the two of them, isn't it? Like, I know she's leaning forward and she's standing more or less straight, but like, Jesus Christ, that height difference. This place isn't even open yet. I'm here to perform. Yeah, so she is the show. Tonight's headliner. It's gonna be so cool. Okay, that's gonna be interesting. She's always enthusiastic about cleaning, isn't she? You didn't get those cleaning tools from here by any chance, did you? Oh no. Oh no. Sturdy looking pole. Stuck in the middle of the stage. Oh no. She took the pole that was meant to be used for pole dancing. She's a Nikke, so it doesn't matter. But still. Yep. It's the pole. Oh no. Soda. Specially made to handle Nikke's weight, so it must weigh an awful lot. Oh wow. Oh no. It's incredible you can use it as a mop. Comments and Soda's trying to decide, don't we need to put it back in the rightful place? Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, Soda is such a mood. I agree. Oh no. How are they gonna fix it back though? Is it just detachable or something? She just realized. Oh no. Did she bend it? Paul managed to hit just about everything in the immediate area, causing untold amounts of damage. Oh no. Pretty sure heavy poles are... Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not meant to be detachable. That's the thing. That's why I was wondering, can you even put it back in place in the first place? Oh no. Oh, that's bad. Mihara is the... Yeah, they are the club owners. Thought I asked someone to clean the basement? She was supposed to clean the basement? Oh no. Oh no. Yo, what up, Gustav? Nice to see you again as well in chat. So that's clumsiness is super cute but inconvenient? Yeah. I mean, she is only clumsy when she's paying too much attention to her surroundings, right? But yeah, it is... She's actually a menace because of her clumsiness. Like, she could actually get someone killed Final Destination style with her clumsiness. Like, I don't know if you guys saw that anime called Another. That was basically like anime Final Destination bootleg kind of thing. I mean, it's a kind of a hot take to say that, but to me it kind of felt like that. And when Soda fell with the pole dancing pole, the very first thing that came to my mind was the umbrella scene from that anime. The infamous umbrella scene. I was like, oh no. Of course the game wouldn't go into that direction, but Soda could be an actual menace with it. With her own clumsiness. Especially considering Nikke weight and strength. That would be something else. How's your day, Gustav, by the way? Having said that, this place is way cleaner than it was when we went over it. Ah, nice. You can do the basement next time. Okay, so Soda is safe. Watch the show. Oh boy. Like, she could really kill somebody with that clumsiness, couldn't she? Glad they don't abandon characters like most other games. Yeah, that's true, but Noir brief encounter at the gym is a bit... I could do it as well. Hold on, let me go back to the outpost. What up, Sadman? I have not done that one yet, actually. You got 2 of the 4 bunny girls. Nice. So you basically probably have something like Viper and Blanc, right? You've seen it? Oh, okay. Maybe I'll do the gym one later then. I'm just gonna be right back in 5 seconds. I'm gonna close the window because it's getting very cold. Oh, you're missing Viper and Rupee. Oh, so you got Blanc Noir. Congratulations. Those are the 2 most important ones to have out of all the bunnies. Be right back in just 5 seconds. I'm gonna close the window. I am back. Sorry about that. What up, Zephyr? You don't even have Rupee? Oh, that's a rip. I mean, worst case scenario, Namida, you can just pull a little bit on the banner and save some of your rainbow ticket rolls for the next banner if you're interested in having enough for the upcoming ones. And just save all of your regular rolls that you're getting right now and accumulating to then put Noir into your wish list, right? Like, that's another thing you could do. What was I gonna do? Oh, right. I was going to go and check some stuff to see if I can maybe try to kill Mother Whale. Because now we have Blanc and Noir, so I kind of wanted to see what would happen if I tried using them. It sounds like an absolutely stupid idea, but I kind of wanted to see if Blanc's healing, or something else maybe. Maybe using Noise. At least try some stuff for Mother Whale, see if we can get past it. See a little bit more of the story and maybe talk a little bit more lore as well along the way. She doesn't have a cube though. Should probably give the bunnies cubes later. Okay, let's start with the first idea, which was using Noise. Yo, what up, Long Tren? Nice to see you again as well. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot with oh, why is it? Oh yeah, it sends me here every time. Let's go back to Mother Whale. Let's try with Noise and see if that taunt can save my Nikkes. Because I have a feeling I might have a shot. And I would have more healing with Noise than I would have with and I would actually have even more combat power, wouldn't I? Yeah, I would have more combat power. I feel I have a better shot with Noise than maybe Helm. Did a stupid alien move and use both Noir and Blanc in a deep level gap, still managed to clear it. Nice. About 3 days from Guilty, Saturday you'll be getting 3 manufacturer molds and you got sent TLB1 this morning. Nice. That is very nice. Wish RNG clutch. I mean, you could clutch the thing. Need to get a single unit to limit break 2 to break 160. Oh, nice. The sooner you get past the 160 wall, the better in a sense, to be honest. Okay, let's try this stupid idea, which is Senti Noise. See if that works. Also, what stage did you bring both Noir and Blanc, Zephyr? Actually curious about that. Because, yeah, it can be a sort of stupid idea, but at the same time, like, if you have both Noir and Blanc, then it works. If you're only using Blanc, it's a stupid idea because of the 60-second cooldown. That's the main concern, right? Okay. I just need to be very pinpoint accurate. Although I'm gonna fly towards Noise, but this is fine. Okay, so we got all of the ground raptors, so there's no shield anymore around the core. Hopefully this won't bite me in the ass. Ah, Noise got killed. Yeah, the timing was bad. The timing was bad. I mean, I can still survive, but the fact that Noise died is really bad for me. That was bad. Oh well. There's always a next time. Because the main idea was to really make use of that Noise taunt for what is coming up, along with the HP increment. But I guess that won't happen in this round. Somebody will probably die. Yeah, Senti's dead. Yeah, let's give it another try. Chapter 16 boss is annoying you. If you have the survivability, you don't have the damage, but if you have the damage, you don't have the yeah, the Chapter 16 boss annoyed me quite a bit. That's Cocytus, isn't it? Cocytus is quite annoying. Yeah, the damn whale is... This damn mother whale is quite something else, isn't she? Hopefully, this time around I can get the timings a little bit better. Okay, so I need to aim for the clusters properly so that the bazooka shots land proper. To get as little as those things to hit my units as possible. Okay, so we managed to get this, but I couldn't delay it too much because otherwise I would lose. Oh, maybe I should just not delay it. Yeah, maybe I should just try to fire it as soon as possible. You should try Noir and Blanc with at least Dorothy and Snow White. Yeah, I'll definitely give it a shot with Noir and Blanc, and maybe even with, what's her name, with Horan. Because Blanc does heal quite a bit with her burst thing and everything. I'll definitely give it a shot in a bit. Let me just close some of these tabs because I have a feeling that they're consuming some background stuff. I have the feeling that... Okay. So my objective right now is to get Dorothy's burst as soon as possible. To break as many of these things as possible. And the timing this time around I'm aiming for is Dorothy's burst immediately. So that maybe, just maybe I can reload my burst in time to get another Dorothy burst. When the Raptors come around. So, yeah, okay, that timing works. Perfect. Yeah, that timing works just fine. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, this is really good timing. This is really, really good timing. Okay, so Noise has no cover anymore, so she might die. But this is fine. I'm delaying the burst intentionally here to get the Noise burst during this Rapture phase and hopefully survive. Oh, that was barely... Oh, that was barely it. Oh, that was barely it. That could have worked. That was barely it. Aether Gazer now works? Oh, nice. The problem with this is the English VAs are very English. Okay. I mean, when you sign up for English VAs, they're supposed to be English, right? Ah, that sucked. Yeah, the timing was good. Like that timing was good. The problem is, I think either I need to increase the healing skill of Noise, or I need to have better RNG. Okay, so we're gonna clear the bombs real quick again. Let's try to aim so that we don't get too many bombs hitting Noise. Why the... Okay. Hopefully my little misplay doesn't cost me big time here. 2, 1. Baptism? Yes, baptism. Nice. Okay, baptism again. So Dorothy is doing God's work with her baptism in terms of timings right now. Okay, so Haran will have no cover after this because of the bombs. So this is very worrisome. I'll delay the burst intentionally because again I want to use Noise's skill to try to survive it. Okay, we survived it. So now the next objective is to survive long enough that Snow White will burst the core down. So that's the next objective. Okay, so survive long enough so that Snow White can kill the core. This timing is not flawless, but it'll have to do. Oh no! Oh, the timings were so bad in this part. Oh no, I messed up. How bad though, yeah. They have yet to turn into Irish and Scottish, but bad enough to make you want to drink tea and crumpets. Oh man. Ah, so close. This could work, like, to be honest, like, this could work. Maybe I could just increase Noise's power a little bit. And this could actually work. Like, it feels like it's bound to work. Right? Because I could also take control of Noise and taunt away a lot of that damage as well and just sacrifice Noise for it. But I just feel like a couple of my misplays there delayed the bursts later on. Which kind of messed up the timings. I was so close though. That cluster of bombs over there, I really wanted to break it. Okay, so that's one timing down. Yeah, it still has a lot of health bars, but once I have dealt with the core... Once I have dealt with the core, we're safe, right? Like, once I have dealt with the core, the rest of the fight becomes much easier. Because then I can do way more damage, actually. Haran lost her cover, so she might actually die to this. It's gonna be like half of her health bar, yeah. Like, that cover damage is pretty bad. Yeah, Haran is shieldless. Haran will probably die here. So, let's give it a try still. But I have a feeling... Yeah, Haran is dead and Noise is almost dead. Yeah, Haran died. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna level up a little bit of Noise's skills. Just to try to get a little bit of that extra edge. Maybe that will make a bit of a difference. But yeah, like, this seems feasible. Like, I feel tonight Mother Whale will probably die. At least it feels possible that Mother Whale will die today. Just need to... figure out what I want to do. Probably could level this up a little bit, which will increase the max HP and the healing, which is basically effective healing. And I could upgrade the damage reduction of Noise, actually. to kind of reduce a little bit of that incoming damage. And for Noise's unsurvivability, if I took this, this would not make that big of a difference, but... I gave Horan a timeout from yesterday. I mean, I wish I could give her a timeout from my pool so that Scarlet can come home, but... that ain't happening. Yeah, whatever. Let's just level this to rank 4. Get a little bit of that value. Let's get a little bit of that value. Does Senti have her cube equipped? Because I always forget if I have it equipped or not. Yes, she does. Okay, good. Okay. I could also increase this a little bit. 4.96. Or reduce the cooldown of the skill to have more uptime. Could increase like the cooldown of the skill to have a little bit more uptime on it. But yeah, okay, let's give this another shot, I guess. Like, we're getting there. We're eventually getting there. I feel like there's hair of my dog stuck in the mouse as well. I'll need to check later. Okay, so let's give it another shot and see. You're starting to notice that Pilgrims seem to be built different? Yeah, they are. They are pretty built different. Both in lore and in gameplay. They are something else. Okay, so let's give this another shot, shall we? That hit the core, right? I believe that hit the core. Yeah, that hit the core. Maybe I should have also increased Dorothy's skills, so once the reset happens, all the tomes are gonna go on to Dorothy, most likely. Come on, baptism? Yes. That was a good baptism. That was a very good baptism. Ooh, that was very good. It's very good timings. Get a little bit of that cheeky extra damage in. Hopefully it doesn't bite me in the ass, but I'm trying to get a little bit of extra cheeky. Okay. Tiny bit of cheeky extra damage in, just to do that. Okay. Horan got singled out so hard there. Ah, that is really a shame. I mean, I'll continue to try, but this is not looking good. Like, Horan got singled out way too hard there. The bombs too. Okay, baptism maybe? A baptism proc? No. Maybe. Yeah, no, that was bad. That was so close too. The timings were good, but Hong that was made by Central. Pilgrim is old timer. How come they're even better than the generation? This is a personal theory of mine, right? Long trend. I believe that to a certain extent, the people that quote-unquote make the Nikkes actually don't really get to decide much of how good the Nikkes are gonna be. If that makes sense. Because the Nikkes have to visualize and everything. Like, they made the process so that they could make more Nikkes, but overall, I have a feeling that they don't really get to decide much about how good the Nikkes are gonna actually be. Because in both Overzone and in Nihilister thingy, we learned that Nikke's kind of... the timing was bad here, wasn't it? Yeah. Ooh, noise. Ooh, noise. Please repair yourself. We kind of learned that Nikkes get their power kind of from wishing upon it. Like, they don't really choose their own powers. So I assume that the people that make the Nikkes as well don't really get to choose much either. I'm gonna have to use this a little bit early, aren't I? To have a hope at survival. I don't think anyone's gonna survive this one, but... Okay, so as soon as I see the red spots... Okay, now. Noise is down, but everyone else is alive. Okay. Noise being down is kind of a shame, but it's a sacrifice I was willing to make. Yeah, the core was at like 25%. Okay. The core is low, but so are my Nikkes. Ah, come on! I got the core down, but that's so close. That's so close to a kill. That's so freaking close to a kill. Just a tiny bit more damage would have done the trick. Oh, that was so close. Oh, that could have made the cut. Oh, that could have actually made the cut. I just need to figure out how to, yeah, survive better. Like, I feel like it's not even that the new generation are easy to control, because we have kind of examples of the opposite as well. Like, Crow is kind of new generation, but she's also incredibly hard to control by the government. Because Nymph is very unstable by itself. But, like, how do I put it? They're cheaper to produce. Like, they can produce way more of them more easily. The problem is they cannot really guarantee the quality. You can kind of think of it as, you know, the central government is basically pulling the gacha on Nikke and hoping for the best as well. Like, the central government is also playing gacha games with Nikkes. Is how I view it. Okay, so far the timings have been great on this run. We can even squeeze in some cheeky damage in. Okay, so that's half of the cover gone, but that's fine. This is kind of like the ideal situation so far. Now it's really up to the Rapture RNG. How did it manage to kill two of them? Oh my god, that's so bullshit. They focused down my both of my burst 1 units. So now I have no burst 1 anymore. This is a failed run. Have I tried Makima and Rapunzel? I tried Makima, but the problem is that the CP gap and the fact that she's not very built really messed me over. I've also tried Rapunzel on Crone. Yo, what up, Eric? Yeah, I almost had it, Rika. So close. Like, the problem I had is that my Makima is not built enough to justify this. Like, the reason I'm running Senti Burst 2 is to just have the timings down. Because the timings are really good when I have Senti on the team. And she can also kill the clusters of bombs with her rocket launcher. Because right now I use this, right? And now I've cleared this wave of raptors. The next wave of raptors is going to be a very tight timing, but it is manageable. Okay, so we got minimal damage from that. Ooh, that was a big boy hit from Snow White as well. Did you guys see that chunky? And we even get to do some cheeky damage as well. Haran has no cover though, so this is gonna be really bad. But we got the cheeky damage in. The fact that Haran lost her cover is really bad though. Senti died. Why did Senti have to be the one to die? That was bad. Yeah, now I have no burst too. That's a real shame. But we're gonna play it out. Because I can probably kill the core. Ironically, I can probably kill the core, and if I kill the core, everything just falls into place. Too bad. This is probably not it. This is probably not it though. Man, that's such a shame. Yeah, it's such a shame. I mean, Dorothy is doing really good job at DPSing, right? But it's not enough. Because I don't think I can deal 30 health bars within this time frame. It's such a shame. Oh, that's such a shame. Quite an interesting theory that's why it can't have SSR Nikkes end up being a mass-produced ones. Yeah, like, question of potential. Any OL on Modernia? No, I have no OL overload gear on Modernia. All the overload pilgrim gear that I have went onto Snow White, and unfortunately, that's 2 whole pieces of overload gear, which isn't much, but it's honest work. This is getting closer and closer. Can you clear this stage without overload gear? That's gonna be difficult. What cube am I using on Dorothy? I'm using the reload speed cube, because I want to get as many chain bullets as possible. So she empties her clip as often as possible and cycles through that cooldown reduction as frequently as possible. That's my reasoning personally, right, for... that's my personal reasoning for going for the reload speed cube. I want to go through as many cycles to get cooldown reduction as much as possible. Okay, it's not a crit, but that's okay. Okay, so Haran just clears the floor, and now the burst timing seemed good. Okay, so now we're gonna get the baptism timing. with minimal damage, I believe. And some damage onto that core. And we might be able to get that cheeky damage in again, which would be really good for me. Okay, so Horan with the cheeky AoE damage in here. Everyone has half cover, which is pretty ideal. So I'm gonna activate Noise's Burst a little bit early to give an additional chance of survival to Dorothy. So as soon as I see the red circles, I'm gonna trigger it. Yes. Everyone survived. Ooh. Sheesh! Okay, so we clear a little bit of bombs as well with this. Horan is really on the edge, living on the edge there though. I'm gonna continue having Horan live on the edge though, because I really want to take that core down. Okay, we got that core down. Yes, we survive. Woo! Okay, so we will probably get killed by the next wave of raptors, aren't we? Let's try our best though. Okay. Ah, that is a shame. That is a damn shame. Time's up. Ah, that's such a shame. Wait, I timed out. Wait, I completely ran out of time, huh? So the damage is not there either. Ah, that's so close though. Ah, if only I could squeeze in a little bit of extra damage. Yeah, it's so close. Like, yeah, there is a timer. Yeah, there is a timer. Oh, that's so close. Okay, so let's check a little bit what we can do to make it work. Because we're pretty close. We're pretty damn close. Okay, so first thing first, can I could reroll this stat. I have 5 of these custom modules, so I could reroll this. Although I don't want to reroll too much of it because I want to save in case I get Pilgrim pieces for Dorothy. I could also increase her skills for sure. I have skill reset books, so this game is trying to squeeze. Yo, what up, Fire King? Nice to see you in chat as well. I mean, by the way, I don't know if you can clear that stage without overload gear, because you're kind of expected to already have a bunch of gear by the time you reach Mother Whale. I honestly don't know, because I have some overload gear, but not that much, so sorry to say this, but Aether Gazer gave you severe PTSD, huh? I mean, what could I do to squeeze in that extra bit of oomph to clear this? Do I have any Nikkes that have like skills up that I don't really use much? Because I could do that. I could just reset the skills of a Nikke and just give extra skills to someone else. Like, for example, to Dorothy. I mean, I could reset some of Queen's skills. How much would that give me back? Not that much. D would be an option, I guess. D would be an option, but I do use D, so... do I even use you anymore? Hold on. Because I used to use her quite a bit in the Tribe Tower, but do I even use Guillotine anymore in Tribe Tower these days? I'm actually curious. Wait, oh, it's Tetra today, so I cannot check. PTSD from what? I mean, it could be a lot of things that give him PTSD, yeah, in all fairness. I wonder what I could do to just squeeze that little bit of extra damage. Let's just gather this though real quick. I mean, I could reroll the Overload gear a little bit. Maybe swap that Overload gear from that freaking Elemental damage burst to do something a little bit more useful, but we need to get a very, very good roll. Had an apocalypse called Calamity. They use the after Calamity as a year. Project Wingman PTSD. Okay. Should I? Or maybe I could just wait for reset and see what I can farm to get that extra bit of damage, couldn't I? Okay, let's just continue practicing Mother Whale, because maybe I just didn't squeeze enough damage in. It is a damn shame, though, that I just cannot seem to squeeze in enough damage. Everything orange. Okay. Let's not trigger too many people, okay, chat? Like, Eric, let's not trigger too many people. Macros meal sounds everything. Okay. Okay, so... how do I squeeze in more damage for Mother Whale, though? Let's just play along and see what I could do to squeeze in extra damage. I mean, getting luckier with crits would be a start, but that's not something that I can count of, so... definitely getting a little bit of skills into Dorothy's cooldown reduction skill would be good. Okay, so I'd hit the core. Have you considered running Private instead of Haran? Private, really? Do you think she does more damage than Haran? Also, what up, Jornet? Nice to see you again in the chat as well. Private instead of Haran. Can she AoE clear as well as Haran, though? That's a real question. That's the main question. Because that's a real concern of mine, right? The AoE clearing. Sheesh. Because yeah, the Private could be... yeah, I have tried Private, but not with the noise comp, right? Not with the noise comp. I have tried Private, yes, but not with noise. I'm just wondering whether or not Private can actually, you know, do enough AoE damage to justify bringing her. We can try though. We could definitely give it a shot. She is less powerful, so I am losing 3k combat power. Hopefully that won't matter too much for survivability. Let's give it a shot. It's just the buff they get from the boss. Yeah, that is a concern. Also, Private, I think, kind of destroys my burst generation, doesn't she? I'll have to pay attention to that, because the timings that I'm working with are pretty annoying. Because I'm abusing Dorothy's baptism to slay a bunch of raptors. mean, the damage of Snow White is definitely gonna go up, right? But the baptism is what killed him. Private is burst did fuck all. Private is burst did nothing there. Private is burst did nothing there. Oh, did I? I missed. Did I actually miss the shot, didn't I? That might be bad. That was my bad. I'm the one who missed the shot there. Baptism generates so much burst. Baptism. You mean Senti is the thing that generates. Baptism does a lot of burst damage though, for sure. Okay. Maybe if I hadn't missed the other shot, the core would be dead here. Maybe. A big maybe though. Yes. Yes, we got the core. So these raptors are now very weak. Although I need to still be able to clear them out. That was a shame. That was such a shame. And I have 32 seconds. Okay, this could work. Privity is a discount harem burst, yeah. Snow White really needs some help, yeah. Mother Whale doesn't sound like a dream. Why no healers? I do have a healer with noise. I am running a healer. I am running noise as a healer. She's the whole reason we are even surviving in the first place. Okay, so that's a big chunky hit. Hopefully noise doesn't take too much damage. Okay, so that's the timing correct. Baptism? Oh, come on. Baptism didn't proc. Why? That was so bad. Noise is a healer? Yeah. Sounds like a chant, really. Okay. That was so bad. Baptism didn't proc, so it... that really messed everything up. Because I'm basically praying that Dorothy just clears everything with her Baptism skill. Oh, that was so close. But yeah, Noise is a healer in two ways. She increases max HP, which is effective healing. And she also does healing with her burst. Both of the things I mentioned she does with her burst. So the Baptism still managed to kill those raptors. Baptism? Yes, Baptism. Nice. Okay, so that should have hit. I don't think I missed the core this time around, so now we're just gonna get in that cheeky little damage. And just push the damage meters here as much as humanly possible. That's a lot of damage though. This should be manageable. Should be able to break the core before the ground raptors get buffed, so that's good. Just kill the ground raptors really quickly. Yeah, maybe I need some way of clearing those raptors. What am I gonna do after Whale? I mean, if I manage to kill Mother Whale long run, I'm just gonna continue chapter 22, right? That is so unfortunate as well. Like, this seems possible, but maybe I could just give a little bit of extra help to Private as well. Just realized the commander need a huge fit for his arm. Yeah, kind of. As if the April Fool's thing wasn't enough of an indication, right? It's 3 minutes to server reset. Oh, stop going everywhere. It's 3 minutes to server reset, so I'm gonna check if I can maybe give some extra gear to Private. Maybe push her a little bit over that edge. Because I do know that Helm has a bunch of Manu gear, I think. So what I can do is just switch the Manu gear from Helm. Yeah, she does have Manu gear. Can just switch the gear from Helm over to Private for now, because I need Private more than Helm, and then just take it from there. Okay. So, can I upgrade a little bit this? I mean, in all fairness, I could just give some of these. Okay, yeah, 1 minute left now. Yeah, exactly. The power creep is gonna be crazy. Not really. Okay, this is the surprising thing. This is something that might surprise a lot of you guys. Is I struggled to kill Nihilister way back, right? I got the Nihilister kill, and as soon as I killed Nihilister, the following stages for quite some time were pretty simple. Well, were not that difficult. Sure, there was the occasional, you know, getting one shot here and there. But overall, it wasn't that bad. Like, it was more than manageable. The main issue is that the bosses are pretty darn strong, and some of them are really bad matchups, like Mother Whale. So we should be getting the server reset anytime soon. So let's go to the Arc and swap. 5 seconds, okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're gonna do the daily rounds as quickly as humanly possible. So send the friendship points. Claim that. Do the recruitment as well. Friendship recruitment 10 roll. That waits faster. There we go. Okay, so that's that. Next week update? What do you mean? Next co-op, we should all do Bunny Girl team? Yeah, true. What do you mean next week update? Do you mean next week the event ends? I'll have to check though. I'm not sure if I remember off the top of my head. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to download a whale today. Impact inducer, generator, and then this. You smell Rosanna from far? Okay. As I said, like, this is one of the rules of the channel, is I really don't want any data mine information, right? But if it's like a theory that you have that maybe it will happen, then sure, you can just say it. Otherwise, any data mine info is strictly forbidden in the channel. It was even forbidden before I was partnered, because I just personally believe that the data mines actually hurt the game state. But yeah, that's just personal reasons. And now even more now that I'm partnered with Nikke. But even before that, I was really against it, and you can ask anyone in chat. I've always said no, no data mines in chat. Because the thing that I don't like about data mines, right, just to explain really quickly for those who don't know, is I feel they damage the game because they don't provide context to what they're giving. Like, they're really different, for example, from the data mines that I used to see, for example, in World of Warcraft. Because World of Warcraft has a lot of data mining as well. But a lot of the data mining in World of Warcraft gave a lot of extensive context to what they were sharing. Or when they have no context, they would basically say like, yeah, this is this, but we don't know what it's for yet, etc, etc. Whereas some of the data mine that I've heard about initially when I started playing Nikke seem to just toss a bunch of, you know, data mine characters, etc, etc, and designs, but not give any context whatsoever because they have no access to the context. Whereas in World of Warcraft, the data miners kind of worked hand in hand with the devs to some extent. So yeah, like, that's my point of view on that. You're completely free to disagree with it, by the way, but that's why I have always had this rule in my channel that, and the Discord as well, that there is no data mining allowed in terms of information. Okay, there we go. So sorry about that big tangent, but yeah, just wanted to make it clear. Which also reminds me, okay, let's see. Let's continue to promote the community Discord now that I think about it. Because gotta get those people in. Gotta get those people in. Okay, this, close this. And Discord channel. Whoops. Remove Discord. I accidentally pressed enter like an idiot. There we go. And pin. Sorry about that little delay. Let's continue with the daily grind. Okay, so what's the boss today? It's Chatterbox. Okay. So Chatterbox, we're gonna use this team, and we're gonna swap Privity for some healing. I could... Should I give it a try? Okay, let's give this a try. So this, and where's Noir at? And Noir should, in theory, annihilate... We could also swap Dorothy, but I kind of want to have Dorothy in it, don't I? Well, I could swap for Miranda. If it doesn't work, I'll just... Okay, let's just give a mock battle first and see how it goes. Yeah, things get changed a lot, like Fate Nero said. The problem is that a lot of people just grab those data mines when they're given with no context and run with it. And that's how you had some of the controversies with Nikke, where people believed it was censorship when it was just an unfinished design, right? Which is kind of a shame, because it puts everyone in a bad situation. Wow, the showtime... I love that burst so much. I love that burst so much. Okay. Okay. I need to swap Snow White's position. You love data mines in any game, you don't care about spoilers. Yeah, like, my argument is about why I personally believe that data mines are harmful for the game. Like, you're free to disagree or to just think that I'm wrong, right? Like, that's completely fine. It's just the reason why I personally don't like data mines in my chats and channel for this specific game at least. Because, for example, data mines in World of Warcraft were amazing. They were very high quality as well. Like, we've had 15 years to sharpen our data mining abilities and the ability to put context into it. Oh, fuck. I made a mistake. That is embarrassing. I forgot that I swapped Snow White, so out of muscle memory I just used that slot burst. But yeah, like, that's the thing. Noir might die, but... yeah, that's a... yeah, that's not gonna fly, is it? I probably still need something like a Modernia to just deal with those missiles, don't I? Because those missiles are one of the biggest issues. If they... basically those missiles will kill you no matter what happens. Those missiles will kill you no matter what happens. Oh, I did not mean to. Like, the way those missiles work is they put a debuff on you. And once that debuff reaches a certain number of stacks, it will insta-kill your Nikke, no matter what happens. Oh, god damn it, I keep pressing Noir's burst so much. This is... I might actually just swap to my regular team, kill Chatterbox, and then experiment later on how to solve that issue. Because that's the main issue, is that... yeah, like, Noir is just dead there, but... and then dealing with that laser beam as well is kind of an issue, but... oh! Okay, so if Noir dies, now we learned something valuable as well. Okay, look at the... okay, I'll ask you guys to look at the cooldown of the ability if we get to burst again. Which we probably will. Okay, so pay attention to this. So we're gonna burst with Miranda. Oh no, okay, so it was a visual bug. Okay, good. Okay, so it was a visual bug. Okay, I mean, I need to wrinkle to fix some wrinkles in this tactic, but maybe I could make this work. This could work. I'll need to iron out some issues. YouTube is still changing its mobile UI for completely unnecessary reasons. Yeah, welcome to Troy Powers. I mean, YouTube being YouTube is just something that we ought to get used to it, right? Okay, so I'm just gonna swap to the regular team, because I need to iron out some issues out of this comp before making actual use of it. So where's Modernia? Modernia's here, and then we're gonna put a... we could put Helm. I think Rapunzel is safer. Helm would definitely allow me to kill it faster for sure, but I don't need to push damage with my Snow White. But yeah, like, YouTube is just being YouTube as usual. That's why I also have the... are you talking just about the UI changes that they're making, or are you also talking about what's it called? Okay, so watch this. So now I'm just gonna sit Modernia's burst in the middle, and all of the missiles are gone. This is what I was mentioning. For the very first missile rotation, having a way to deal with it, like a Modernia, just streamlines Chatterbox so much. There are many ways to deal with it, but Modernia is like by far the most reliable one. Or I can just block some of it, right? Okay, so who are you gonna target? Because that will determine whether or not I... Okay, good. That will determine whether or not I use Shangri-La. Okay, so yeah, if I sit this right in the middle, as long as I'm careful not to nuke the core too much, because that would bring another issue altogether, I can nullify his missile mechanic altogether. Okay, so again, I'm just gonna wait to see who he targets. Okay, you're dead. You're totally dead. Also, I'm gonna nuke one of your boxes first. Yep, there we go, now he's dead. The UI is looking cleaner than before, but YouTube Shorts update where you can actually change what the point in the short you want to be at. Wait, they changed that? So you can finally choose when in the short you can be at to look at the short instead of watching the whole thing? That would be a very welcome change. I don't know about the rest of the UI changes, because UI changes can be both good and very bad. Okay, so I got an overload crystal. And nothing else. Okay, so I guess we're going to be rerolling gear today. I mean, rerolling overload gear today, huh? Oh, I'll also check. Okay. Do I still use Guillotine? No, I don't use Guillotine anymore in my teams. So yeah, I can reset her skills for now. And if I later need them again, I will just put them back on. Yeah, I did that. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Maybe that also allows people to just skip a portion of my latest short, but it is what it is. Better be able to skip, because some shorts are just straight up gross, right? They even do multi-parts and everything, just baiting you and baiting you into watching and watching, and in the end they don't even deliver. Like, you guys have had those experiences, right? Where you have shorts that are just straight up freaking worthless. Like, straight up worthless. Okay, so Dorothy, we're gonna... I cannot increase the skill. How much am I missing to increase her skill? 10? Okay, so there has to be someone that can give me 10 resets without harming too much my teams. That would be for burst, though. Oh, yeah, Quincy. I barely use Quincy. Fair. Wait. Quincy. Yeah, Quincy can give a bunch. And I can refarm these later down the road. Well, you can't adjust the progress bar on shorts. Wait, did they made it, or... Yeah, bait shorts are the worst. They're so common too. Like, it's... So many shorts are just straight up bait or misinformation. It's actually insane. Okay, so this... Okay, so now we got a little bit of extra cooldown reduction. And for this I would need 30 more, but I don't have any skill resets anymore, so we'll have to make do with this. I'm gonna reroll the overload gear on Snow White, actually. Because this is good for stuff like one-shotting, what's his name again, Gravedigger, but beyond that it's kind of useless. Speaking of one-shotting Gravedigger, maybe I should do that before re-rolling the gear, actually. Now that I think about it. I should probably one-shot Gravedigger first and then re-roll that specific stat. Okay, so challenge mode, Gravedigger 1-9. Okay, so let's see how much damage we can do to 1-9 with the Snow White comp with Blanc and everything. And yeah, a lot of them use the exact same music, I've noticed as well. Like, you know what the worst is? Have you guys seen those shorts that take that do like those Breaking Bad or Peaky Blinders shorts where it's like, oh, this dude is so cold, and it's always the same stupid music? God, I freaking hate those so much. Maybe hate is a strong word, but... Oh, okay, that's a reset. I did not see the tutorial. But have you guys noticed that? Like how you have so many of those shorts that are always like, oh, this dude is like Sigma or so cool or something with always that stupid... It's always that same music as well. Like, I don't know what it is, but... Sometimes those shorts feel like AI generated, if you know what I mean. Like they straight up feel like they were just made by some AI that just look at was popular. That did not multi-hit, I think, so that is a shame. Okay, so we're gonna get hit, but that's fine. Okay. No originality. Yeah, they do feel... Does anyone know why you can share community post unless you use a PC to copy the URL? I don't know why. That is so weird. Are you trying to share my community posts as well, Troy? I don't know why it does that. It's so weird. Like, it would be nice if you could just share those straight up. Okay. So we didn't one-shot, but we did quite a bit of damage. So we take those. We take those. Okay, so now we have 1.9k core dust from this. Yeah, I agree with you, Namida. Like, absolutely no. It's not even no originality. Like, some of them have so little originality that they just straight up feel AI generated. Like, some guy just took the thing and just sharing posts in general. It's been an original problem for years. Yeah, that is... I don't know. I don't know why they don't do it. Surely they've gotten feedback about it as well. Like, some stuff you just question whether or not they're actually using the platform or not, the people that design it. This is gonna be costly, but... eh. Oh, an additional crate for credits, so I'll take that. Hold on, I'll open up some crate boxes here. Okay, let's just open these, and let's just... How much would I get from this? 4k, 4 point something, so I would be at 6, not enough. Not enough for a level up, which is kind of a shame. You can share community posts on mobile YouTube. Approves of you making them, and then you can share and... Oh, but that's only if you're the one who made them, right, Namida? Like, for example, let's say you wanted to share one of my community posts. You probably cannot do it, right, on mobile. Unless I'm completely wrong about it, which is completely possible, which is very possible. Manually screenshotting or report or hide those posts. Huh. Because yeah, I'm curious as well, actually. If people can share my stuff or not. It would be cool if they could. You can share them? Maybe it's an option that we haven't noticed, either of us. Okay, so we're gonna increase a little bit privacy. Maybe through these actually would work better. The tsundere as usual. Let's advise privacy as well while we're at it. I lucked out and managed to snag 2 tickets to the movies. But Yulhai is busy and I can't seem to find Adme. Who else could I possibly go to the movies with? Is it okay if I go with you? I guess I'm all out of options at this point. This is like a very fresh take on the tsundere, isn't it? What time should we meet up? I don't know, it feels like a little bit of fresh take on the tsundere genre. I could get extra stats on privacy, but I don't feel like that would be all that useful. True tickets. Haran? I kind of want to get her to 40, so... More work than getting to copy. Yeah, being able to copy URL would be nice. Just straight up. Like, just being able to copy the URL would be pretty cool. What's your favorite kind of weather? Is there even such a thing as weather in that dismal hole you call a city? If you just do 3 little dots, if you want, I'll take you up to the surface and show you everything. The snow, the rain. Horan, basically, most of her advice sessions is her trying to get you to go to the surface with her or live in the surface permanently with her, etc, etc. Like, she just tries to find ways to just make you join her up in the surface. Let's advise Dorothy. You're an adult, so that can be it. Yeah, I mean, I would assume that, yeah, that you're not using YouTube Kids. Like that, I would assume that. So I haven't had a nightmare in ages. It feels awful. Did you dream about falling from the elevator? It feels like you have those nightmares often. I'm a little envious. My nightmares are more complicated than that. Yeah, she basically has PTSD from Overzone, doesn't she? Scarlet and Haran generally don't care about the war. To some extent, right? I have this personal theory that... Oh, that was the wrong answer. Whoops. I have this personal theory that the Ark also doesn't care that much about the war anymore. Ironically. Unironically. Because, like... Okay, like, the basis of why I'm saying this is in the book by Orwell, right? 1984. There is this concept of you don't know if the war that is going on between the country where they live in and whatever other country they're supposed to be at war at. We don't even know if the war is real, and we don't know if they're stalling it or not winning it or just etc. Just for the sake of keeping an even stronger grip on the population because they're at war. And because they can keep some of their popularity, etc., through the war effort, propaganda, all of that stuff, right? And to me, the Ark feels a little bit similar in that regard, that they put zero effort into raising commanders. They put zero effort into making Nikke survive. And they just send them, and the payments that they give, etc., is basically the equivalent of being worse off than a mercenary. So they put all of this, so they're basically setting up their troops to fail. Like, their troops are being set up to fail. But while they still pretend to be at war, they can still enjoy all of the benefits of being like, you know, the central government that fights for the reclamation of the surface, etc. All while basically putting the minimal amount of resources and keeping, like, they probably don't think they can win, so they just keep the minimal maintenance and got complacent that they've been safe for so many years inside of the Ark. You know? Like, it feels like they got complacent as well by being safe for so long inside of the Ark on the ground. Even though Enic had to strike a deal with Chatterbox because Raptors know where they are at. Up until we killed Chatterbox ourselves. So that deal is void and null. But yeah, like, it just feels very similar to that 1984 situation. At least to me. Stalker issues for a noise. Poor girl. I don't know if it makes sense for this theory. Again, you're free to disagree with it, but like, to me, it kind of... I wonder if they will go with that direction as well with the story, that at some point we kind of learned that the central government kind of has given up on reclaiming the surface because of the 2 failed campaigns that they had, and that they can just keep very good image with the public and a lot of propaganda, etc., rolling by pretending that they're trying to reclaim the surface while doing below the minimum effort to actually keep those troops working, right? Kind of situation. Would be very interesting as a setup for a portion of the story in the future, at least in my eyes. Yeah, but like setting up to failure is one thing. Setting up to failure because you don't want to put in the resources because you just want to reap the benefits of the propaganda without having to do the actual war is another thing. Well, without having to do the actual war, you know. You know what I mean. I mean, the Ark is technically an authoritarian government. We have seen no word of any political parties or anything. We know just that the central government exists. And the way it's managed, it seems like a militaristic authoritarian government as well, because of how they handled, for example, Reptilian during one of the side quests, or the fact that they just straight up send assassins to kill people that go a little bit against the flow, you know, or people that try to actually investigate the secrets behind raptor cores and nymph, etc., etc. Ennick's job is to secure the survival of humanity, because that is her job. Like, yes, that is true, but she doesn't manage the armies, she doesn't manage the commander, she doesn't manage any of that. Her sole role is to keep the humans within the Ark safe, one way or another. The ones who call the shots for, you know, the militaristic part of it is the central government and the big tree. Think Kitty, could I be a researcher working for villains or for heroes? Reminds you of the Helm of Wall E? I mean, that's one way of putting it. That's one way of putting it. I can get it with Dorothy. I compliment the Eden, but she gave 50 instead. Yeah, she's a little bit complicated to advise. I just got a 50 myself, but she is... it's not just compliments that you have to give her, right? I love that voice line. It's pretty funny. Let's see, who shall we advise next? Senti should be a good target for advice. Actually, I'm gonna boost her stats a little bit, because I am using her at the moment, so... Getting this extra bit of stats, like just pushing whatever I can for Mother Whale, is gonna help out for sure. Like Dorothy, sometimes you don't need to compliment Eden. Like she doesn't... She seems to be written as a character that doesn't need needless compliments for her advice sessions. I just want to pat her leader head, but she would kill me. Don't worry, she wears a helmet. Senti. Yeah, she doesn't like sappy responses. She's kind of jaded as well to some extent. Drake to prepare for Union Raid for sure. So we're gonna see the adorable Drake again, I think. I was planning on eating some fried chicken with Laplace, but she wants it super spicy. Spicy chicken is the best. I'm a boss when it comes to spicy stuff. Oh, right, I forgot. I've had this advice session as well in the past. I forgot that was the other answer. Oh well. Let's see, who else shall we advise today? Could advise Sakura for the sake of train, but I don't think she needs any further. I mean, always advise Sakura. What am I saying? But yeah, that's like one personal theory that I have, is that the Ark, at least the central government, and most of you know, the people of the central government have kind of given up on that whole idea of reclaiming the surface, and basically getting complacent. Ennick kind of hints at that when she mentions why she struck a deal with Chatterbox, is that nobody seems to question why the Ark has been safe for so long from raptors when they control the entire surface. For so many years. The only one who uses Ichigekin. Nevertheless, it's a family heirloom. It feels like a part of me, so I've kept it all this time. Oh yeah, this advice session. Have you ever fired a matchlock before? I haven't, but I'd love to. And now we get the little Sakura taking advantage to act as a wife again. Although it's an ancient relic, it's been modified for Nikke's, so it's heavy. Let me help you lift it. Sakura clasps my hand as slowly lifts the gun up. What's wrong? Why do you seem so startled? Nothing, a little bit difficult to aim. Certified wife moment indeed, yeah, exactly. Basically, she takes as many chances during the advice sessions and other stuff to just act as the legal wife as much as possible, doesn't she? Who shall we advise next? I probably will need Helm at some point or another, so I should probably advise her still. Is it an Arisaka or a Nagant? I'm not sure. I'm not super familiar with guns in general, personally. But it's supposed to be a matchlock, so probably older than that, isn't it? It's not a starfish? Calm down, it's only a toy. Oh, that was a 50. I should have said it was a living and breathing starfish. I feel like no matter what I answer, I always get 50 on that one. But that shouldn't be the case. Let's see. Oh, I haven't advised Blanc yet. Ooh, that is... I almost forgot. She does, doesn't it? I want to make some Lucky Charms. What exactly should I make? How about pictures of you? I mean, she is my Lucky Charm. That way luck will be doubled. I'll give you one when I'm done. Yep, she never misses a beat as well to flirt. She never misses a beat as well to flirt, doesn't she? Okay, so now we have done most of the dailies, I believe. Claim all. Okay, so what did I miss? Upgrade a Nikke, enhance equip. I have not enhanced equipment? Really? Participate in campaign, that's whatever. Oh, rookie arena, right. I haven't done the arena, have I? Narcissistic Horan. Horan acts narcissistic, but she is... How do I put it? She only acts that way, mostly. I mean, she kind of is, to some extent, but she mostly acts like it. It's kind of like her way of trying to appeal for attention. Her Bond story is quite adorable, actually. I should release it at some point. Because Horan's Bond story really, really is adorable. It really puts a whole new perspective on her core persona. Okay, I'll just do 3 quick rookie arenas and I'll do the rest of the arena off stream because right now we want to focus on the Mother Whale. So I'll just do enough to guarantee the Nihilister thing as well in case we have that as a quest. Also, Horan has really a tendency of showing up in my roles so much. Like, there is a reason she's freaking core 2 now. Which is just insane considering I haven't gotten a single Scarlet yet that I have core 2 Horan, but it is what it is. Oh, what the hell? My chat died. Oh, you're gonna walk your dog? Yeah, see ya, Troy. Thanks a lot for dropping by. I appreciate the support. She kind of is to some extent that she's very self-centered. Yeah, ear cancer is Mustang plus loading screen, yeah, especially if you have a little bit of lag. Like, she's not exactly narcissistic, but she's quite self-centered. But she acts that way as well because she wants to appeal for attention. Like, the way she behaved in her Bond story is just adorable, to be honest. If you take all of the... If you take, like, what's happening at the end of the Bond story and then you put that into perspective with the rest, it makes all of her actions quite adorable, actually. I think Kudosachi meant that Blanc is narcissistic just like Horan, because of the picture comment. Which, honestly, I don't feel like Blanc is all that narcissistic, but that's just me, right? Like, Blanc seems to think that her sister is the best, and her sister seems to think that Blanc is the best, which is very funny. Like, both of their blablas is basically praising the other sister as the better sister. Which is quite funny, to be honest. Let's see, what could I... Yeah, I could increase Private's gear a little bit, couldn't I? Yeah. 1, 2. 1. 1. I did not get any... Yeah, I did not get any Manu gear. This may look very silly, but all this tier 9 gear, I'm just gonna farm it back up very quickly, so it really doesn't matter to me if I use it for this. It's kind of like super common gear by now. I'll just stack it up again pretty quickly. So there's no reason to hoard it when I really am in desperate need of extra stats. Also, Private can get a skill up, huh? Let's check what I can skill up on Private. Her ult, yeah, that doesn't... I don't need to up her ult. Let's see. So I have upgraded Nikke's. I have done that. So I believe I should have almost everything. Yo, what up, Mikuemi? Hola, juegos. Hola, Mikuemi. How was your day? The Mustang glitch out, yeah, is ear cancer as well. When he approved Noir and Blanc being twins. I mean, you can have different types of twins, right? Clear interception. What? But I cleared interception. Wait, I cleared interception. Wait. You guys see that? Hold up. Hold up, Nikke. Hold up. What do you mean clear interception twice? I already cleared interception 3 times. Hold up. That's... something ain't right. Okay, let's just go back to... What is going on? Squishy? I mean, there's different types of twins. You have the monosomic twins, and you have the other one. Okay, I'm gonna reroll this one, which kind of hurts, but whatever. Oh, we got a cutscene for Nihilister. We got the cutscene for Nihilister. Yeah, getting Nihilister takes forever. What up, Sarmiento win? The Carronades? What? The Carnades? Squishy. Yeah, like there's different types of twins, right? So they could be the other type of twins where it's 2 different sets of ovaries that got fertilized at the same time. Hey human, come closer. Is Nihilister trying to flirt with us this time around? I said come here. Lassos me with her tail and yanks me close. Yeah, what are you doing? You're not closing your eyes. Your body hasn't stiffened up either. This is a far cry from how you've reacted in the past. Where is this boldness coming from? I thought everyone forgot Nihilister? No, I never forgot. I'm actually going to gear her up and everything because I want to give her a fair shot and try to extensively find like what niche I could you could use her for. Because I think her kit is interesting. As much as a lot of people shit on it. It was the same yesterday as well. Are you not scared of me? Why should I be? Why? Nihilister puts her lips against my ear and breathes out slowly. You feel that? This is where all my flames come from. Did she just do the little flirty thing in the ear? That's what makes them lucky. Those kinds of twins are incredibly rare. True, those are quite rare, indeed. I could liquefy you with the heat of my breath alone. Hey, I think this has gone far enough. Is she jealous now? Don't you? Keep pushing your luck and I'll shoot you where you stand. Information exchange be damned. He's only joking. Nihilister being Nihilister as usual. Since I was given this body, hardly a day hasn't gone by without me breaking, incinerating, or otherwise destroying something. I need something to play with. Oh, one more thing. Chatterbox told me that Nikke's stick by your side. Nikke's sticky by your side perform better than usual. Oh yeah, that is true. That's something that Maxwell also noticed. Your ear is Bleskudasachi indeed. Is that true? Yeah, that's true. Maxwell actually confirmed that in her Bond story, which is pretty funny. Perhaps you might have an effect on me as well. After all, like I told you before, I was a Nikke once. Yeah, she was a Nikke. How about it? Want to test it out? Devilish greed. Can you give me a quick rundown about overload gear? You just got your second piece of armor. Did you get manufacturer gear? Uh, let me finish, Gustav. Let me finish this Nihilister thing and I'll show you directly how overload gear works. With the actual gear in front of you. Like Blunt story as well, yeah. Because we put her luck transfer in overdrive as well. That also concerned. Yeah, just sorry to make you wait, but let's just finish this Nihilister and I'll explain for everyone in chat how overload gears works. Strange. When I hug you tightly, there's only a slightly ticklish feeling. Perhaps I should try something more stimulating. Remain still. Commander. Even if we've reached the temporary truce, Nihilister is still mankind's sworn enemy. Not for long. Don't let your guard down. You think this qualified as letting your guard down? You haven't seen anything yet. If you really want to see what lowering your defenses looks like, I'll show you. How about it? Let's try and see if we can get a reaction, just you and me. Nihilister. Are you really that curious about the effect that I'll have on you? Of course. I've fallen to a point where meatbags who once pissed their pants at the sight of Chatterbox are now trying to make a fool out of me. I mean, it is true, she's way stronger than Chatterbox. Ticklish Ayo, yeah. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious about what their secret was. Then come with us. Come to humanity's side. If Heredes used to be Nikke's, isn't your right foot placed with us? Yeah, this is gonna piss her off, for sure. She got betrayed in the past, so... Now you want me to betray them and come back to humanity? Precisely. You want to kill the Queen anyway, and the Queen is mankind's main enemy. There's no reason you can't. That's true. Spewing this gibberish. You don't know anything about me. Why do you think I'm not satisfied with being the Queen's vanguard when all I'd have to do is keep my mouth shut? Instead, I run around all over the place picking fights. Even if you know what I yearn for, you could never help me fulfill it. This conversation has gone long enough. So, okay, so she has her reasons. I'm good on our individual agreements. I'll give you information on the Queen and you. Whoop. A beam of light shouldn't leap. Oh. Okay. I'm willing to bet that this is Isabel's doing. I'm willing to bet that it's Isabel's doing. Oh no, raptors. Okay. I'm picking up some more coming from 2 o'clock. How? Where could they have been hiding? As if they've been lying in wait to... They're trying to kill Nihilister. Why are the raptors after you? Oh, you know, the same old story? Just like you humans struggle for power day and day in that sweatbox you call the Ark, so do all of us up on the surface vie for supreme dominance. Okay, so that kind of makes sense. Curse that jellyfish, she's quick, I'll give her that. Also, Liberalia is trying to... Okay. I'd laugh if it wasn't so infuriating. And ominous red energy begins to flow through the inside of her gun barrel, which burst opens like a dragon snout. Yeah, that's her sniper. Maybe we can right now, but these maggots still don't stand a chance. Oh, we get the Nihilister OST as well. Plotting as usual, yeah. Like, that never stops in the world of Nikke, doesn't it? People betraying each other all the time. Have you seen the light day? I love this song so much. You're not planning on using that special kill of yours, are you? Dragon's Breath. Are you insane? A heads up would be nice. That thing destroys anything in its path, which in this particular includes us. I run behind some cover. Rock wall. That good old flame breath. Raptor Horde cries out in agony as one after another implodes. Imagine if we had access to Nihilister's full power, like her actual, you know, Nihilister mech machine dragon form, to just kill the raptors. That would be so cool. That could have been her burst, actually, yeah. But, yeah. Massacres the raptors. All of us continue to hold our breath. Despite the fact that she hasn't fully recovered yet, Nihilister remains perfectly still as the raptor bullets pierce through her. After a while, she launches into the air, lands in the midst of the swarm, and begins stomping. She just stomps them physically, Jesus Christ. And the entire horizon becomes engulfed in flames. I'm at a loss for words. She did a direct hit from that Vapouse, yet she's still able to decimate an entire horde of raptors. What on earth is her body made of? Well, she's the perfect form, right? Like, you can almost call it the perfect life form. Although she doesn't have a weakness to the sun, so she's even more perfect than that. She claims to have gone through the same manufacturing process as we have, but there is clearly something differentiating heretics from ordinary Nikkes. It's the use of Raptor technology, probably. Yeah, the mixed with Raptors part. If that's the case, there's no way we'd be able to replicate them. Even if we could, it'd probably be better not to, because they would probably be controlled by the Queen. For now, at least, the Ark isn't ready to face a threat like this. Yeah, if Nihilister decided to waltz into the Ark, she would decimate the entire Ark on her own. Like, if Nihilister at full power decided to walk into the Ark, she'd probably just annihilate everything. Easily. Yeah, Modernia with her mecha as well. Why desire to become Modernia? That's a good question. I have a theory that the desires of the heretics are also tied to the names that they take. Because Nihilister is like, nihilist is the idea of, you know, nothing matters or like nothing really matters kind of thing. Nihilism comes from that. Modernia is like modernity in terms of the kind of Latin thing that they went for. So I wonder what that would mean in terms like of her desire, and liberalio would be something along the lines of liberating or freedom. So I wonder what their desires were when they underwent the heretic transformation. What's also interesting is that Modernia seemed to be under some sort of mind control when she was a heretic. Yeah, see, even the thing just gives me tier 9 gear now. She seemed to be under some form of control, like dominated by something. I would like to see Modernia with her mecha. Yeah, that would be pretty cool too, for sure. Okay, so can I increase Private's power just a tiny bit more? Yeah, I can. Okay. As dumb as it sounds to do this, but I'll also give her a. I think I'll give her the reload cube, shouldn't I? Who has this cube? I should definitely give her a reload speed cube. I think it was the resilience one, right? Wait, why is it not equipping? Resilience cube? I'll equip leaders on Private to just boost a little bit her power. And I think all of them should have cubes now. So hopefully this works in my favor. Okay, let's give it another shot. Hopefully we can take Mother Whale down tonight. But yeah, like, the naming scheme of the heretics is quite interesting if you look into it. It seems to be like a weird Latin thing going on. Okay, so let's give this a try. With Private. Oh, right, because I haven't... Okay, so this. Okay, that dealt a chunky amount of damage. Okay, so here goes Private's Burst, which is not gonna kill anything, because Dorothy is the one who's gonna kill everything. Your theory is that Corruption eventually takes over the personality? Yeah, that could be it, because Corruption is, in essence... okay, the timing was bad here. Corruption is, in essence, the Rapture code taking over the Nymph. So if you have no Nymph, technically you cannot be corrupted unless something like Chatterbox did to Marion happens, right? Yes, we splattered Modernia with Vapos all over her body. I mean, our blood has Vapos, and we literally splattered her with it. So, in a sense, she did get hit with Vapos. I don't know if the bullet hit her, but for sure we splattered our own blood all over her. So, and I believe that's how Goddess Squad discovered in the first place what Vapos was. So yeah, at least that's how I would. Wait, did because the timing was bad? Okay, I need to reset this. That was somehow, for some reason, Dorothy's Burst toggled on something else, which delayed my launching it, which kind of messed up the timings. That's kind of a shame, because it seemed to be a good start of a run. But what is Vapos? I mean, if you don't mind spoilers, then yeah, we can mention it. But if you don't want to have basically a chunk of the story spoiled to you, it's better if you get to the chapters where Vapos is mentioned. Like, what chapter are you at, Longtron, at the moment in the game? Okay, yeah, there we go. There we go. It kind of works like poison, but it is heavily implied. Why is my timing not working anymore? Wait, what? Wait, why are the timings not working anymore? It was working just fine earlier. I'm so confused right now. Let me know the story I just started. Okay, so when you say let me know the story, you mean you want spoilers about Vapos, right? Just to double confirm. I don't know exactly how it works, but basically... okay, yeah. First I'll need to know if... Yeah, okay, so you don't want any spoilers. That's fair enough. But yeah, let's just say that... Let's just say that the way they discovered how Vapos worked was by pure accident. And that pure accident probably is very related to the fact that the legendary commander was severely injured during the campaign. Because it's blood at the end of the day. So Gustav doesn't want to be spoiled, so let's respect that, right? Please? Okay. Kind of worked. Okay, good. This kind of is working. And we can get some cheeky damage in as well. We can even get some cheeky damage in. Nice. You leave the stream? It's fine, like, you can just stay and we can just... Okay. Well, if he left the stream for a bit, then I guess... I'll just explain very quickly. Vapos is basically what, in small quantities, what is in the blood of us, the commanders, and the oh wait, did that that little move forward is okay. I'll just drop them real quick, and you can just come back in like 15 seconds, Gustav, so you don't get spoiled. Sorry about that. For those who don't want the spoilers, you can just leave the stream for like 15 seconds. I'll explain Vapos, and then you can just come back within 15 seconds, and you'll be safe of spoilers. So basically, Vapos comes from the blood of the legendary commander, and is also in our blood as the commander, right? It's kind of what makes us a little bit special. And during the campaign of Goddess Squad, it is implied that the discovery of Vapos was a pure accident. And when you say that you discovered the effects of Vapos and the effects it has on pure accident in a very violent campaign, and it comes from blood, I think you can kind of infer how they discovered it, because during Overzone we know that the legendary commander was severely injured. We know that the legendary commander was severely injured, and that's why he had to go back to the Ark. And that's why Rapunzel was asking for... Oof, the timing was bad. Was asking for, you know, the health state of the legendary commander. Because at that time, you had Lilith that died, you had Red Hood that is considered dead as well. And the legendary commander is not in the Overzone story because he probably got severely injured as well. So one way or another, during the campaign, he probably also got injured, and that's how the Vapos effects were discovered, because he probably just splattered his blood all over the very first heretic that they ever defeated, right? And that's probably how they discovered its effects. At least that's like my theory on Vapos. So yeah, that's about it for Vapos. The Vapos bullets were synthesized much later, and are basically made of extracting the Vapos out of the blood from the blood of the commander, which is either us or the legendary commander back then. That's like the gist of it. Ah, why is the timing so fucked now? That's so weird. Yeah, exactly. That's what Nihilister means by inside of the commander's body, is that somehow Chatterbox on site recognized us and Rappy as well, which is very weird. But yeah, that's about it for the spoilers. Gustav should be back by now, so I'll just stop with the spoilers in that regard. But yeah, like that's kind of the gist of it, of how I understand the lore is going. Now, I won't pretend that I know the entire story of Nikke. So I'm... like... this is gonna sound like quoting a song, but I'm only human, right? So this is how I interpret the story so far and how everything is functioning. But I'm always willing to stand corrected. Feels like the timings are fucked now. I don't understand what's going on. I wonder why the timings are so fucked now. Nikke should get a Netflix adaptation got now. Why does it feel like the timings are fucked for some reason? Like this is a reset as well. Like it just feels... Still don't get the beginning. Sending Marion to sacrifice, but why were we on the ship with her? Because we're expendable. Quite literally. Like, if we're talking about very early in the story, which is not a spoiler for anyone anymore at this point, so a idea that Nikke has reinforced continuously that I don't know why I feel like a lot of people forget, because Nikke kind of reinforces that point quite frequently. Even though we answer directly to Anderson, even though we talk directly to the big three CEOs and everything, we are extremely, extremely expendable. And back then, we had not even proven ourselves, so in the eyes of Enic, us dying there, in the grand scheme of things, does not matter if it's for the survival of the arc. Why is my burst generation so bad all of a sudden? It's so weird. Is it because I gave a cube to Privity or something? Maybe it's because of the X magazine thing? Just like, why? Like, you guys saw earlier in the stream, like, my burst generation wasn't this bad. This is so weird. Maybe I'm missing something that... We are completely disposable. Like, there are so many stories, like Bond stories, moments in the main storyline, etc., where we're just reminded over and over how freaking disposable we are. Like, we're completely disposable as commanders. I don't know what Bond level you have with Rappy, Long Trend, but if you have your Rappy at Bond 10, I recommend you just take a look at her Bond story and the things about the commanders. Because our situation hasn't changed that much from that. It's just that we're performing good, so we don't have the issues that they have. Like, that's why we mostly don't have all of the issues of the other commanders, is that... Adios, gracias? Oh, what up, Mikemi? Where is saying adios, gracias? Do you speak Spanish or something? Okay, hopefully we can survive this Raptor wave. Everyone has most of their cover. I will release the burst a tiny bit early. Okay, so we survived. I kind of played it risky there just for the sake of mostly for the sake of pushing a little bit of extra damage, right? Because I need to be very greedy if I want to meet the timer. Okay, so we don't have that issue anymore. Oh, I missed the ports. That will probably bite me in the ass. Ah, that freaking blows. Ah, I did not generate the burst quickly enough. Why does it feel like these attempts are going even worse than before? Oh my god. Except it still doesn't make sense to. Why would Enic send a single Nikke we know for a fact? No, she didn't send a single Nikke. The Nikke that we know of that got corrupted out of it was Marian, but there were probably a lot of other Nikkes that died in the process. There were a lot of other Nikkes that died in the process. The one that we know personally is Marian, right? But in that thing, we were supposed to be aboard of some sort of plane or low altitude plane or something. And a lot of them just straight up died. There's noise on Crow attack down stack. No idea. They probably should. Unless it's mentioned, they probably should. Unless it's probably mentioned, they don't. But I believe they should. And I'm not gonna use Crow here, though. What really is driving me up a wall right now is why does it feel like my burst generation all of a sudden is really terrible? Like, is it just because I gave a cube to Private or something? Like the reload speed cube? That would be very, very silly. Just gonna sacrifice some damage. Okay, so hopefully, yeah, we disposed of them quite cleanly there. Okay, this is actually annoying me as well. I'm messing up that core as well a lot. I don't know if they stack though, to be honest. Would be pretty interesting to test it out. You can probably look at the debuffs, right? Because what you can always do is once you full burst, you can always look at the debuffs that it has like on the top. Did I miss the core earlier? Okay, so Noise died and everyone is low HP. This is probably a loss. Marion was originally from a squad Silver Gun. Yeah, but yeah, and we don't know what happened to that freaking squad as well, right? Like, we know her squad existed. We don't know what happened to the rest of the squad. Yeah, this is a loss as well. Why do I don't understand why it feels like the burst generation just has gone to absolute shit. Even though I haven't changed anything on the comp. Like, Dorothy just has more cooldown reduction, and Senti gives shields more frequently. That's about it, and Private reloads faster. Your second overload... Oh, right! Okay, Gustav, I'm really sorry that I forgot. I'll make it up to you. Let me show you really quick. Don't reroll for buffs just yet. Like, those crystals are pretty annoying to come by. Okay, I'll show you really quickly. That was my bad. I promised to explain overload gear, and it escaped my mind. Really sorry about that. Okay, so I'm gonna show you really quickly how it works. So, overload gear. First of all, I believe you already found out that is that you need manufacturer gear, and you need to get that manufacturer gear to stage 5 to be able to overload it. So, for example, if I wanted to overload this, I would be able with a crystal. Once you overload it, you will get the overload gear. Each overload gear will get a random set of effects. So, for example, here I have hit rate, critical damage, and crit rate. Some of those rolls are less useful than others. So, for example, on Snow White, what I really want to have is attack the most, followed by crit damage and a little bit of crit rate as well to make it more consistent. For Modernia, what they do recommend a lot is to go for hit rate, because that way you can swap the cube, the hit rate cube, you can swap it to the maximum ammo capacity cube instead. So once you had a little bit of a hit rate, and then probably like attack as well. Don't reroll the stats though, because if you reroll, you have to basically sacrifice a crystal like this. So here I'll reroll the stats and see what I get. So here I got max ammo capacity. So here I will choose keep effects, which means I will keep the current ones, because max ammo capacity does not interest me. So if I reroll again, I get crit rate and charge speed. Not amazing. And the numbers, there is an entire spreadsheet about this. There is an entire spreadsheet to know like which are high rolls and which are low rolls, because you have ranges for them. So these are not amazing rolls. Crit damage and elemental damage dealt. I lose a little bit of elemental damage, but I gain some crit damage. probably better. But yeah, that's about it for overload gear. Also, you can lock the stats, right? So for example, on Guilty, I have a piece of gear where I lock the stats because it was a pretty high roll. But to do that, you have to put crystals. And the more stats you lock, the more expensive the rolls get. It's far less problematic than Genshin, Nick, in my opinion. Like from my personal experience, playing both games, I feel the overload gear system is way better than Genshin's. Because here, the fact that you can straight up lock the stats that you want. Like let's say you get a really good roll, like for example this attack roll is quite decent, so I locked it in. It makes the rerolling of the stats a little bit more expensive, but at least you have guaranteed that one of those stats is going to remain. And is going to be good for you. So yeah. No, locking is not free. Locking consumes a couple of crystals. You know, the farmable crystals. If you get a full clear, you have a chance of getting those in a special interception if you full clear. But in the long run, it will allow you to basically get as close as possible to perfect stats. In the very long run. Like, Gustav, I would say your top priority is to overload the gear of the characters that do your main damage, like your main DPSs. So in that case for you, it's probably Modernia and something else. And once you have a comfortable, strong squad, especially the main DPSs, then maybe start considering the whole... then maybe start considering the... Well, that did a tiny bit more damage, didn't it? Your top priority should be to overload gear first, and then rerolling the stats is like secondary, unless you're pretty invested in a specific character like I am. Locking crystals consumes 2, I believe. God damn it. Like, why is my burst generation so dog shit? Is it because of the cube? Is it really because of the freaking cube? Hold on, let me check something. Is it really because of the freaking cube? Okay, so let's trade the cube for something else. What does Bastion Cube do again? Reload 2 runs. No, that's not gonna hit rate. Let's go for hit. I mean, hit rate feels so dog shit. Like, this should be the cube for privacy, but why is my burst generation so bad? Okay, I'm gonna do a test. I'm gonna remove straight up the cube and see if that's what's affecting it. I'll just unequip it. Because that's the only thing I can think of that changed between... It's not that bad, but the thing is, whenever you lock a stat, you... Rerolling attributes will cost a little bit more. Like 1 or more crystals to reroll attributes. So it will be a... Rerolling for perfect stats will eventually become a very big sink on those crystals, right? I hope they increase the drop rate at some point, or increase the sources of it, because right now the fact that you do not guarantee a crystal on a full clear is not good in my opinion. But that's just my personal opinion, right? But overall, like in the long term, you will be able to get very close to perfect stats on all of your overload gear. Whereas in Genshin, if you just get unlucky continuously, you're just doomed, right? You're just straight up doomed. Yeah, it feels like the burst gen is smoother now. What? Okay, okay, this game is freaking high. This game is freaking high as a kite, isn't it? Like, look, it really feels like... I don't know, it feels like the burst gen is just smoother. Let's see if I'm correct or not. Maybe I'm just coping. Yeah, maybe I'm just coping. You'll be going soon? Okay, thanks a lot for dropping by, Eric. I appreciate the support. I don't know what's going on with the burst gen. It was so good earlier. Did I have a different team or something? I mean, I was using Horan first, but when I used private, it didn't feel this bad either. I'm so confused. But yeah, if Modernia is your main DPS, then try to get like all of the Pilgrim attacker gear overloaded on her. But don't focus too much on rerolling for stats first, because that's a very long-term thing. Like, I could be coping, but it really felt initially like... Oops, sorry about that. Oh, that's not good. This is not good. Baptism saved my life? Okay. That hit on the core didn't do that much, did it? It still did for 2.4 mil, but... maybe I delayed a little bit too much that cheeky damage. Hopefully it won't cost me. Okay, so I'm gonna have to launch Noise's burst a little bit early this time around. Oh, that was so close. Okay, let's... It feels like my burst generation has gone down for some reason. I just don't understand what's causing it, because it's not the cube then. Doesn't seem like it's the cube. I'm very confused right now. Oh, whoops. I'm very, very confused right now. Is it because of the Dorothy skill up on... Affects all allies. Cooldown of burst skill. No, it's just cooldown reduction, so no, it shouldn't... I'm so confused right now. Oh well. Let's continue trying. Because I'm so close to getting Mother Whale, right? Like, you guys can see it. I am so close, so close, so close to getting Mother Whale. Yeah, just hold on to your crystals as much as possible. And just overload the gear that you know you're going to use. Because once a gear is overloaded, you cannot detach it from the character that it's equipped to. That's one big caveat to overload gear. Is once you overload gear on a character, it's attached to that character forever. You cannot remove it anymore. Let them do their full burst thing. Okay, so we didn't take that much damage this time around. Feel maybe privately nerfing my ammo capacity is probably causing some issues with Senti. That might be it. Okay, we kind of survived. Kind of. I have manufacturer gear, too bad it's still on tier 7. Yeah. That is a very sad moment indeed. So let's just kill some of this. Yeah, we're all dead. Ooh, maybe not. Okay, now we're probably all dead. Oh, I tried. That is rather unfortunate. That is rather unfortunate. I was so close in the last attempt, so why am I struggling so much? Private is not doing a lot of damage, but that's understandable. She's there to buff. I don't know. I don't know. It just feels like I almost have it. I just... I don't know. I feel like I really almost have it. Maybe I could just straight up replace... I mean, Private... got enough books to level Dorothy Burst? No. Almost. Almost enough books. Core Burst is at level 7 at the moment. Wait, did the baptism not... the baptism didn't proc at the right timing. Yeah, I don't have... Like, I'm barely short on those, basically. Which is kind of a shame, but it is what it is. Maybe... I mean, if I don't kill Mother Whale today, I'll kill it tomorrow, but I really want to get it today. Just, I don't understand why it feels like the burst generation suddenly got worse. Maybe I'm just imagining it, but... I felt like the timings were way smoother, like before, early in the stream. Maybe it's just my imagination, but... It really feels like there's like this slight delay in burst gen that is just delaying that one... It's just delaying that very slight delay. 1 second delay or something. That allows the Raptors to just freaking burst everything, yeah. Like, this 2 second, 1 second and a half thing is what I need to iron out somehow. I just need to iron that out somehow and I'll be in good shape. I just don't know. Should I just replace her with Horan again? It's kind of funny that I have enough to level up Horan's burst, but not Dorothy's burst. Just barely not enough as well. It's like what, 30? Yeah, 26 books short. So little. I just don't know. It's... what could... Like, Private is buffing Snow White. Snow White is doing quite a bit of damage to the core with her burst thanks to that funnel, but... I don't know. Noise is doing an amazing job at keeping me alive because of the max HP thing, but... Try Horan again? Oh yeah, that's true. That's true, I got that reroll on... Let's try Horan again, yeah. Like, I don't know, it's just... I don't know if you notice it, Journet, but it feels like there's that very, like, 1 to 1.5 second too slow in burst generation. That probably comes from the privacy burst slashing the ammo capacity of Senti. That just makes it so that it's just barely not in time to get Dorothy's burst to nuke the Rapture Wave. I don't know if you've noticed. It's just barely not enough. Yeah, like look, now I have like a big... Now I have a big window. Although, maybe I should have taken control of Senti still. Because they're probably gonna get their fire off. Yeah, they got some of their fire off. They did manage to fire a little bit, but it should be... Yeah, it does feel like that, doesn't it? Like the ammo slashing... Wait, why was Horan not in behind cover? Wait, did I forget to press cover or something? Hold on, I'll need to watch the VOD afterwards. But yeah, like... Yeah, like look, the max HP thing from Noise is really what's keeping my team alive here. Gotta get that core down. Okay, so now the laser beams are not gonna nuke my team, because Horan just killed everything. I might have done the burst too early. I may have done the burst way too soon. I may have done that burst a little bit too soon. We're very close though. Like, that was way closer than all the other attempts. I mean, just to push a little bit of extra damage, I could just increase Horan's burst, but I think Dorothy would benefit way more, so I'll need to be patient with that. Is there anything I could do to increase their damage one way or another? I think that's about it. It's pretty close though. Like, I think this team could make it. But yeah, like the ammo capacity slashing thing, it really feels like it's what's preventing me from properly generating the burst. Because otherwise it would be very, very, very good, the privacy thing. Because it would allow me to funnel more damage into Mother Whale instead of everywhere with Horan, right? Although, how much damage versus Horan would that be? Oh, god damn it, I aimed too low there. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. Burando SSG, thanks for the sub. Okay, nice. We're slowly getting closer to that, to the halfway point to the 1k, which is pretty encouraging, not gonna lie. But yeah, like... This, and this, and then this, and then this. And that hit. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but Horan still does damage through the shield because she's electric. She's Electro. Because if you have an Electro character, it can actually do damage through the... Try to funnel as much damage into the brand as we can. That's gonna be a 2 mil damage brand. Okay, so once I see the red, I can safely burst. Oh no, no, not Dorothy. Ah, I should have taken cover a little bit sooner. Ah, that was my mistake. Oh, that was a huge mistake. I should have taken cover for at least a couple of hits once I was... I should have finished the Snow White burst early, taken cover, and then continued DPSing. I was way too greedy there. Oh, that was way too greedy. The parts damage and CD reduction on Dorothy skill 1 works better with Privacy, so theoretically Snow White should do more damage to the core, but the time... Yeah, exactly. The timing is a big issue. I could look into putting a different cube onto... I don't remember if I have the max ammo capacity cube or... I think I have max ammo capacity on Senti. I'll have to double check though. But I'm pretty sure I have max ammo capacity on Senti. Like, this boss is very finicky with its timings and everything. If you want to use Snow White, right? If you want to just go Modernia, go brrr, and then Horan, go brrr, then yeah, you're kind of safe, but... Horan has no cover, she took way too much damage from the Raptors. That is unfortunate. Horan might actually die here, depending on how this goes. Okay, so we somehow survived, but not ideal. This is not an ideal situation. If any of those bombs go to Horan... They shouldn't do that much damage. It still does damage, but it shouldn't do as much damage. Okay, so here comes the next wave of raptors. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Dorothy Brand, no. So close. Maybe I should have pushed more damage. Maybe I should have pushed more damage through the raptors even if it meant death. Oh, that was so close. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. Oh, maybe a couple more crits from Snow White would have made the difference. That was so close. Or I could have aimed a little bit lower to try to get a triple hit on the parts on the left as well. Oh, that's so close. 5 health bars is basically a kill depending if I play it better. Oh, that's so close. That's so close. I'm actually excited for this. I just need to basically play more aggressively. I basically need to play more aggressively. I'll just flick, and focus. Flick. Oh, I missed them. That was a good run, yeah. Yo, what up, Josos? Nice to see you. Yeah, I am slowly getting used, and this team comp is a little bit better than the previous ones for sure. That was so close, though. I need to play way more aggressively. I basically... Maybe I should just YOLO it. And almost take no cover whatsoever during that Raptor wave. Okay, so that hit. Continue hitting the Mother Whale. Hit. No, that was way too greedy. That was way too greedy. That was way too greedy. That was so greedy. That was way too greedy. Oh boy. Maybe tomorrow will be the kill then. Maybe tomorrow will be the kill. I was such a greedy motherfucker. I basically let Noise die there. Problem is I cannot let Noise take too much damage. Oh boy. I mean, she'll heal back up, but this is very risky. I need to be as greedy as possible for damage now. 5 health bars is a lot of matter of greed, isn't it? That was so close. Koran could die to a breeze, but it is a risk I'm willing to take. Or maybe not. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Those bombs, maybe not. Maybe not with those bombs. Because she has no cover either. No! Oh no! Oh no! The timing was bad. Oh no. Well, this is death. Well, that was death. What happened to my burst generation there? I should have taken control over Senti for a second. Oh well. We'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get it. Why am I struggling so much more with Mother Whale than Nihilist? Well, it kind of makes sense that I struggle more on Mother Whale than Nihilister, because it's such a bad matchup. But still. Get some of that cheeky damage in. Getting some of that cheeky damage in, cover at the last second, and continue bursting down. I cannot afford to let noise die just yet. No! What? No! Oh no, the belly move. That belly movement. Oh. Yeah, this is. Ooh, this was almost fucked. Oh, that tiny ass belly movement. How's Whale going? Eh. Pushing damage, I guess. I may have spelled the doom of my own Nikkes there. Ooh! Oh! That's a kill! Ah! Got it. Got it. Also, welcome back, Waifu Simp. Ah! Got it. All I had to do was be way more aggressive. Also, Dorothy being a support as usual. Woo! Yeah, boy! Ah! I thought I was doomed there. I actually thought I was doomed. I did manage to kill some of the things on the left and then managed to do a double clip on the right hand side, which probably is why I managed to kill with the Dorothy brand. But whew, that was... Also, Dorothy is a support. We woke up at the right time indeed, Jossas. Indeed. Whew. Well, I guess you guys can expect a video on Mother Whale soon. Oh boy. Dorothy being a support as usual. Like, look at that. 27.7 mil damage. Not even Snow White. Or Horan did that much. Ah, Dorothy, you really are the leader of Goddess Squad for a reason. Okay, so we get the cutscene as well. Whew. And I thought for sure I was doomed there. Confirmation, enemy down. Thanks to Miyano, I know you almost got yourselves killed. What do you think, her? Fucking Gremlin. MVPs, though, they always got themselves killed. Gremlin. Karin is saying, like, yeah, I'll basically ask you later. How do you manage to scuttle Mother Whale so quickly? Through the power of Snow White and Dorothy. Through the power of Snow White and Dorothy. Nothing else. Sorry, it's a secret. Wait, is it why or how? No, it's how. Yeah, so it's how. She wants to be with us longer. Do as you like. Horan being on the lookout for us as usual. Inherit, let's go get that core. That thing is Yep. They deserve an explanation, just not in the presence of Johan. It probably weighs a literal ton or multiple tons. Did you guys see the size of that core when we were shooting at it? Fucking Neon. Freaking Neon. No, you're not. You're fucking not. Definitely not. And Rappy being on the lookout for the Hall of Counters. Eden, Cecil's research room, aka the Preserve the Bloodline room. Here you are. These are the Vapo's bullets made with your blood. And they look pretty cool. Like, look at that. Their deep crimson color make it seem like I'm holding two rubies. They look pretty cool. Mother Whale's core was cured with human cells. Yeah, that's something that we kind of figured. So yeah, the Raptors, at least in the past, used to absorb organic material into their things. So now we have in-lore confirmation about Raptors being part organic one way or another. None of the Vapo's ingredients were lost while synthesizing your blood. This is the most perfect Vapo's bullet possible. Okay. What about Johan? He's waiting outside. Whether you take him on or keep both bullets, good luck. Cecil just throwing Johan under the bus at every occasion she has. In the research room to the current bullets. There is a difference in concentration. Was it 10? This one is a 100. Jesus Christ. 10 times more powerful. Like, can you imagine? Like, we have 10 times more powerful Vapo's bullets and 14 times the detail. I wonder how many people will get that reference. Anyways. That's pretty cool. And grant any Nikke complete autonomy. Cool. Don't get any of your blood on any Nikkes. Oh, this is what I was theorizing earlier. You guys remember? So, okay, so this confirms what I was saying about the Marian fight, the Modernia fight. Where getting splattered with our blood was kind of what caused her to... Okay, so this is a callback to that part, which I theorized back then. There's no evidence that something good can't come out of it. Yeah, Marian. Yeah. Like, my theory was this, and now I have confirmation for that theory that, yeah, because we splattered our blood all over fucking Marian, we freed her on accident. Because the bullet never hit her. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. No, thank you, you did great. Oh, that's so cool. It's pretty cool that they're tying plot points from the past in the story, right? Because we know for a fact that the Vapo's bullet never hit Modernia. She literally caught it with her teeth. Yet somehow she got liberated after she stabbed us. And then we have that moment with Anderson very close later on, where we learn that we have very valuable blood, then we learn the blood of the legendary commander, and then we learn that we have that blood thanks to Cecil. And now we learn that the concentration is so big that if we splatter our own Nikkes with it, or anyone with it, there is a chance that it will have an effect on the nymph or the things. So that's pretty cool. How they tied... You guys see how everything is kind of tied together? That's and this is a multi-chapter thread line as well. That's pretty cool. 2 rounds. Throw 1 bullet at Johan. You won't, you still have a conscience. He doesn't deny it. He doesn't deny it. The reason why we know he still has a conscience is because of the Nihilister fight, where he decided to back us up. I'm going to find a way to mass produce Vapos. You'd be better off doing that here. Yeah, that's true. Cecil is way more advanced at technology than... But why not? The Vapos needs to be mass produced at the Ark. Only then I can have it work to my advantage. Would be fixated on that kind of thing. Okay. Marian. I miss her. We don't have the power to protect you. We'll never leave you. We'll come back for you, that's a promise. When the time is right, we'll come back for you. Yeah, I miss her. I miss Marian. Are you going to continue tracking down the heretics? Yeah, we know that from the Nihilister rehab. Nihilister has her guard up now. It will take some time. Good luck with that. Why do you have to be edgy? Why do you have to try to be edgy and serious all the time? Even though your entire squad makes fun of you. We're not leaving empty-handed yet, they don't know. No, we're not gonna give that to Union, it's way too precious. Yep. Vapo's bullet. Yep, we got a Vapo's bullet. It doesn't look like the other ones. And out of nowhere. Yeah, it's not out of nowhere. That's the whole reason we took down Mother Whale. So now it's all about time. And now we can tell her. Wait, why are we not explaining that we killed Mother Whale for the sole purpose of making the Vapo's bullet with the materials of Mother Whale? But well, whatever. Let's head back to the arc. There is one big plot hole. I wouldn't call it a plot hole. It's not really a plot hole. There is one big, how do I put it? It's not a plot hole. Because we have no choice on that matter as well. Because missiles is the best when it comes to what we're trying to do. But there is one big hole in the plan of our character, the commander. And that's the fact that it hinges on Shuen keeping her end of the deal. It actually hinges on Shuen keeping her end of the deal. So, yeah. I don't know. It's not a plot hole, but it's definitely a massive hole in our plan as a commander. You weren't planning on leaving and saying goodbye? That's cool. But we have no choice on the matter either, so it kind of makes sense. Our character doesn't understand capitalism. It's not a matter of not understanding capitalism. It's just that Shuen hasn't been exactly the best of characters in terms of personality as of yet. But the thing is, at the same time, if we want to mass produce it, missiles is our only shot at it, because they have near monopoly on technology. So it's either that or we craft it at Eden, and if we craft it at Eden, the plan goes sideways because we need it to be mass produced and basically hold it at ransom in the arc to be able to liberate the Nikkes and kind of like have more weight in the arc, because right now we're extremely expendable. So if we say we have a way to supply Vapos, yeah, like you get the idea. Because she don't want Mattis hating her, Laplace is told her off last time. Yeah, that's true. That is true. But I'm afraid not. I have something to do. Yeah, Isabel. Isabel. You're always stalking them whenever you have a chance. Horan always looking after us. All thanks to you. She has been talking to Dorothy. Oh no. Noah. 4 eyes. Until next time. Well, that was a pretty cool arc. Imagine babysitting the person that was sent to spy on you. Yeah, I know. Okay, so will be opened when the last stage of the previous. Oh, so I need to clear this thing, right? Okay. Well, this is gonna be awkward, isn't it? Okay, so this. Last time I tried this stage, I got fucked over by the jellyfish. So let's give it a try again. See how it goes. But yeah, imagine babysitting the person that was sent to spy on you. Also, we should probably... well, I don't know if... Is Gustav on my Discord or not? Because we could just message him on my Discord that there are no spoilers anymore to see, so... He should be safe now. Yeah, there is the freaking jellyfish. Yeah, there was not enough to kill it. There was not enough to kill it, and this is really becoming problematic. Let's kill these two things before they kill us. Please kill the jellyfish before it kills... Okay, good. Okay, I have no choice but to use Noise's burst here, because otherwise I would die. Okay, we got it. Whew. Wait, how is that jellyfish so freaking tanky? Did you guys see that? It took a full burst of my Snow White to the core and it just lost half HP. Like, how much was that Snow White burst for? Yeah, like, Snow White dealt 10 million damage, so both hits were like for around 5 million each. Oh my god. That is so obnoxious. Random enemies just spawn. Like for Snow White, it doesn't matter how many enemies you put in between her burst and the intended target, because it just pierces, so it will do maximum damage to all of them. But that thing just sponged, yeah, like really, really hard. 2 full burst and that still was still kicking. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's crazy. That's really crazy to me. Ooh, we get a blue ticket. It's crazy that it survived that well. Wait, we need to go back to the lobby. Oh, because we need to, in lore, go back to the Ark, don't we? Right. I always forget that Nikke does have these little lore things, which I appreciate, to be honest. Papillon has decided to remain in Eden. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely not the case. That's definitely not the reason. Silence and secrets. Okay. How long was I stuck on Motherwell? Couple weeks probably. It was a while, right? Not too sure. But Motherwell was a. I think you probably noticed, because I decided to be very stubborn and continue using Snow White because that's what I use personally. I was probably stuck a little bit longer than I would have been if I had gone something like Modernia plus Horan or something. Not sure though, because my Snow White does do a lot of damage. But yeah, a lot of things would have been a little bit smoother for sure if I had some extra AoE instead of having to do these type timings things. All for 1 ticket. You don't do this for the tickets though, but yeah. The rewards can be a bit lackluster at times for sure. Like, I'm not gonna say the opposite on that. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Mm-hmm.
あなた、ドロシーって言ったわよね。私たち似たような立場でしょ。それなのにこんなことするなんて覚えときなさいよ。わかりました。行きましょう、指揮官。
What about Papillon?
パピオンは人質です。
A hostage.
ここで見たことを一つでも外部に漏らした場合、パピオンは殺されます。
That's not probably exactly what's happening, but there is some of that. I just beat Motherwell, yeah. What up, Yozora nobody? Yeah, you just missed it. Unfortunately, but yeah. Use the 1 ticket. You're curious what I'll get? Yeah, sure, I'll do it. Maybe I can get a Scarlet finally. It's clear that Dorothy wants some kind of information from the Ark. Will Papillon be okay? Yeah. I don't think she's a hostage, I'll be honest. She kind of functions as a hostage, but at the same time, I feel like there's a little... She's not really a hostage. I don't know how to explain it. Like, she can function as one if necessary, but that's not the point of this. They're doing the right thing. Yeah, that's true, but like, there is a huge hole in what Rappy is saying, is the fact that the higher-ups of the Ark know that Eden exists. They just don't know where it is.
彼らが参
Oh,
考
maybe
した
that's
とは
why.
思いませんが、暗黙の了解なのでしょう。ずっとここでくすぶってるわけにはいかないわ。ひとまず帰りましょう。
Okay. So Papillon stayed at Eden.
いい方たちですね。
Hmm.
あなたのことをあんなに心配してくれて。他の企みがあって残ったと知って
Yeah, I fucking knew it.
あの方たちは
I fucking knew it.
どんな顔をするでしょうか。
Because the biggest hole in this is the fact that Papillon tried to sell us the information about Eden very early on,
そうね、
but we didn't catch on that.
いい子たちだわ。あなたや私みたいなのとは釣り合わない子たちよ。
Hmm.
それでは話を続けましょうか。どこまで話したっけ？それをまた私の口から言わせるつもりですか？
Dorothy is coming, yeah.
何回聞いても悪くない内容だったんだもの。私をアークへ連れて行ってください。
Mm-hmm.
VIP として。
As an honored guest.
そうしたとして、私のメリット
Oh,
は
she's going to get her revenge, isn't it?
地上をさまようピルグリムの一人をアークへ連れてきた。これだけの功績では足りませんか？
Yeah.
じゃあ、あなたを迎えることでアークが手にするものは？
Like, Dorothy can probably murder a lot of people in the Ark and get away with it.
彼らが常に気にしてきたこと。ずっと望んできたけれど、ひとかけらも手に入らなかったもの。
Huh.
エデンのすべてを差し上げましょう。
Ah, okay. No, thank you. Okay, so this is interesting because Eden is also from the side quests. We know that Eden is a trap. So Shikikamiya. Go to the outpost. Okay, so we have to go to the outpost. Dorothy gonna try to take over the Ark, confirmed. That would be very interesting.
懐かしい我が家、私の故郷、心安らぐ場所。
Hmm.
そして私を癒してくれる神秘の水。
Oh, she missed soda. Oh, because she only had healthy drinks at Eden, didn't she? Dorothy trying to take over the Ark. That would be very interesting. I'll be honest with you. I would take Dorothy as a leader over the leadership of the Ark, over the current leadership of the Ark. Like, no questions asked. She may be very cynical. She may have become very dark-hearted, but she's still way better than the freaking central government. Like, not even. It's not even a contest. Oh, that Annie smile though. I'll just soak in that Annie smile for a bit. It's always good to have.
ちょっと静かにしてくれません？何の勉強？
Studying what?
新型武器の発表会の生中継を見るんです。
A live presentation for new weapons being broadcast today.
火力学を専攻する者として。
New weapons? That could be related to the next plotline, wouldn't it?
そんな学問もあったのね。
Otherwise, it probably. I mean, it could just be Neon being Neon.
あるに決まってます。
If she gets you and good riddance, kind of, yeah. Is Ennick the leader of the Ark? As far as I know, Ennick is not the leader of the Ark, but she does do a lot of things for the Ark and takes a lot of decisions for it. She's basically, how do I put it? If I had to say, the closest thing in real life to Ennick would probably be that she basically would be the equivalent of her representing on her own the Supreme Court. Or something like that. Like, Ennick is kind of like, imagine if a single person directed the entire Supreme Court or something. That's probably the closest analogy I can make. Like, she directs mostly. Defense Minister is mostly actually the deputy commanders and the deputy commanders, like Anderson and Birmingham, etc. Ennick is more the judicial branch. Like, she decides the law in general. And she kind of decides who lives and dies in the arc to some extent. But she also does like deals in the behind the scenes, like the deal with Chatterbox, right? The TV isn't working. Hey, I still do. I used to do that until very recently. Come on. I mean, then again, it's not a cathodic TV, probably. And like the defense minister, I wouldn't say that. Like, she deals mostly with the law. Kick back. I'm gonna kick back and relax watching some Tetra Connect. Oh no, that's gonna rot your brain.
指揮官復帰の報告も兼ねてシフティに連絡を入れたのですが
Oh, we're gonna get attacked, aren't we? Yeah, we're getting jammed. Yeah, we're getting jammed. Yeah, we're getting 100% jammed. We didn't pay the cable. I don't think it's the arc. I think we should be worried about ourselves, not the arc. I'm not gonna lie. If you tell me that none of the line connections work after we came back from an expedition to get Vapos, my first thought wouldn't be that there's something wrong with the arc. My first thought would be that they're trying to attack us again. Like, that would be my first thought. Oh, okay. But yeah. I'm gonna end the stream now though, because it is midnight and I still have a work day tomorrow. But otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow and over the weekend as well to continue the storyline. Finish the last chapter of chapter 21 and then continue on to chapter 22 and onwards. And just see how far we can get. If you haven't joined the official Discord of my... Oh, I'll use a ticket, yeah. While I say that, I put the link in the pin message. I have made a Discord for this community, for my YouTube channel. So feel free to join in, get your role, and everything. You just have to basically accept the fact that you have read the rules and that you agree with it. And then you can get roles under it to, you know, if you play Nikke, then you take the Nikke role. If you play Arc Knights, you take that role, etc. So that you can just see segments of the Discord related to those things. The Discord is still kind of new, so yeah, like just feel free to join in if you haven't yet. I talk in there quite frequently, and I post updates on whether or not I will stream there most of the time. Yeah, our Nikke, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Why am I getting pinged here? Maybe we can get another... Yeah, we can roll this gacha instead. Okay, so this will be the last thing for tonight. We're gonna open this box. And let's see what we get. And it is a Elysian tank helmet. Okay. So there's probably one character out there that can equip it. Elysian tank, though, that's super specific. Huh. Oh well. Anyways, I'll see you guys good night. And see you tomorrow and over the weekend. Yep, good night.